Tonight here at Pinnacle Sports in the CNC is a special unveiling, a launch party, if you will, of the athletes of the Okanagan calendar for 2014. The male athletes of the Okanagan, Carolynn and Cheryl are here. Let's talk to you because this was your idea. Was it your idea? Can we say that you were the thumbprint of this idea?
Well, actually, it was my husband.
No, it's you.
It's
you.
Okay, my idea. We decided that we'd like to do a unique fundraiser for Kids Sport, and so we collected a number of Okanagan athletes that call Kelowna home, live here, train here, and we asked them if they'd be willing to participate in such a project. It took a little bit of arm twisting, but they agreed, and the idea was planted, and we watered it till it grew, and eventually we turned up with what I think is quite an amazing array of pictures from number of different sports like football, baseball, basketball, soccer. I mean, the list goes on. But it's been a great experience. The guys have been great to work with. We chose them because they actually support Kids Sport and want to be ambassadors for the charity. And the whole reason behind the calendar is to have athletes supporting other athletes, and maybe the young people will aspire to get involved in sport based on seeing these guys in the calendar and what they've been able to accomplish.
And was the original idea to have what you have now, a wide array of sports and different athletes from, like you said, basketball and football and swimming?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a good cross-section from the community, and the guys that are in the calendar, either, as I said, they call Kelowna home. They work or they train here, and they're doing amazing things. So high-level athletes that have already achieved their goals, or those that are aspiring to get to farther places like the Olympics coming up, hopefully in 2016.
Cross our fingers. And
Yes.
You mentioned Kids Sport, and that's where Cheryl comes in. Kids Sport, what is Kids Sport? Where is the money going to this calendar?
Kids Sport's actually a sport funding program. It was launched by Sport BC in 1993. There are community chapters across BC and even across Canada now. It's a national program. But this calendar is a Kids Sport Kelowna fundraiser. So our funds are raised here and they'll stay here. They're going to help the kids in our community. Where there are financial barriers, we're going to try and remove them. So sometimes families need a little extra help, and to get their kids into sport is what Kids Sport's all about. We want those positive benefits that come from sport experiences to be in every kid's childhood, and to have sport skills for life skills. So it's going to carry through their careers and their lives, hopefully making them who they are. And I think that's where this becomes a really great fit, because we already have the role models right in front of them. You know, these athletes have done all their hard work. They are reaching for their goals, and they wanted to make sure that other kids have that opportunity. So whether it's just to be active and be physical in their everyday, or if it's to take it to the next level and aspire for great things in sport, it's the whole spectrum, and it's getting kids out there, getting them in the game, and that's what we're going to do with all the funds raised, and of course funds staying in Kelowna and helping those kids here. So.
And that's the great part. It stays here. The money raised stays here. Age group, though, for Kids Sport, can it be any child?
Our funds go to 18 years and under, so those children in our community, whatever their programs are, local sport organizations, we're able to connect them to them and help them their sports season of their choice, so whatever that might be, and that's a great fit of it all. It's very simple and supportive, so we do what we can to get them all out there.
And you mentioned, Carolynn, you mentioned arm twisting a little bit for some of these athletes. But I mean, it had to be pretty easy. Once you laid it on the table and said, this is for Kids Sport and this is for kids, it must have been pretty easy to get these guys to feature themselves.
It was actually, because when they realized what a great cause it was to help other kids get active into sports, like someone was helping each and every one of them get involved in sport, and some kids need a little bit more help than others, and these guys are awesome role models, so it wasn't very hard.
What's next? Is there going to be a female calendar? Is there going to be a broadcaster calendar?
Well, there's been a lot of suggestions, and I think we want to get this one launched and in the books first, but yet I think the committee's pretty excited. I'm sure there will be something else coming in the future.
And now where can people get these calendars?
So we have these calendars located at different facilities in our Kelowna community in sport. So we've got them located at the Parkinson Rec Center, the Sport Kelowna Center located in the Rutland Arena, and we also have them at 3 locations of Pinnacle Physiotherapies. So that's in Kelowna at CNC, at the Richter location, and then on the West Kelowna. So we've got a good hands-on, get your calendar in your hands on the spot at those locations. If there were other requests, we would filter them through our email, and that's kelowna@kidsportcanada.ca.
And they're $20. and all the money goes right to Kids Sport and stays in Kelowna. Your favorite picture?
Oh my. You're putting me
Okay,
on the
fine.
spot.
Can you answer that one?
I like them all.
I think the cover for Sneak Peek speaks for them all.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's outstanding.
Yeah.
Beautiful photography, beautiful setting. Obviously, the Okanagan's not a hard one to shoot, but regardless, the photographer did an amazing job of capturing the moment. So they're all great shots.
Well, hats off to you, ladies, and a little bit of hats off to your husband, since you guys co-created the idea. Congratulations. Pick up your calendar for 2014. Athletes of the Okanagan, male athletes of the Okanagan, just $20, and all the money stays right here in Kelowna.